You're watching Retro Myrtle Beach Guy, brought to you by Spinstead and Ederp Productions, a Spinstead and Ederp company. Now here's your host, Retro.
Hi, I'm Retro Myrtle Beach Guy, and this is our retro home. So we're really lucky. Ours is a 1957 mid-century suburban ranch right in the heart of Myrtle Beach. Whole neighborhood still looks the same way as it did in the 50s. And just look at this brick. Beautiful. Of course, we've got our water buffalo flag out and getting ready for the polar plunge. So why don't you come on inside? Living room where we spend most of our time. Got some fun accents on the wall, vintage lamp. And just little touches. I don't even know what that is. It's just so awesome and mid-century. The porcelain cats and the fish. Got our record player here and our stacks and stacks of records. Super cool. We have our chandelier, which we installed without telling the landlord, but it fits the house much better, you know. It's actually era appropriate. Our chalkware set that we got at our local record shop, Kilgore Trouts. Such a steal. And this mirror, we actually picked up on the channel too. I forget which episode that was, but yeah, we went out and picked that thing up too. Stuff like this even has some neat like knickknacks. We got our conch shell salt and pepper shakers. Got your black chicken's foot. Yeah, from the Carolinas, you might not know about having that black chicken foot. And this is fun. This the creature statue. It's a blow mold action figure. Got that made in our honeymoon on the channel when we went to the Red Coconut Club on my birthday. Of course, the display case for my fez for the lodge, handmade by our master fez maker. It's just me. And lots of fun little stuff that I've collected over the years. This is one of my prized pieces here. It is an ashtray from the Gay Dolphin. We were able to figure, we think, the 50s. I showed this to Buzz Plyler. That's who owns the Gay Dolphin. His dad started that business. He'd never seen this before. Come on, man. You know, I'm sure y'all have probably seen some of these other people who live in these retro homes and have the whole thing done all up. And like, while I really respect people who go all to the effort and, you know, do their whole house up like this, the only real way your house would have looked like this in the 60s if you were loaded. You had to have all new furniture, everything, and we go with a little more realism here on the channel. You know, we're not made out of money. We're just regular working folk. You know, we had to go down to one income. We're a one-income family now. Cat's supporting all of us because I got to spend my day taking care of this little bugger. Say hi, Bubba. Say hi. Say hi, Bubby. But yeah, basically we've just been collecting stuff as we go. I mean, most of this is from yard sales and thrift stores and the Goodwill and stuff like that. I almost forgot our Grant's fiberglass curtains. Really makes the room. Like I said, we're just average folks, you know what I mean? We replace what we can with vintage stuff as we find it, which I also think is a little bit more special, you know? I mean, a really cool old lounge chair and everything. And while, yeah, I love the vintage stuff and all the retro stuff, I mean, we live in a 1957 ranch, and we still have the 65-inch flat screen television. But we watch Andy Griffith and Scooby-Doo and stuff on it, so it evens out, right? Eventually, I would really like to get an actual tube television, like an old vintage one, Radiation King or something like that. It'd be so cool. And of course, the orange shag carpeting. Gotta keep it real. Also helps when the kid falls over. Dining room table into the kitchen for now. Starting to feed the kids, so also why there's gonna be toys and diaper boxes and stuff everywhere. But yeah, we've got some cool stuff in here. And of course the orange shag carpeting. Gotta keep it real. Also helps when the kid falls over. So our kitchen is mostly modern, it's nothing special. Modern microwave, modern fridge, modern stove and everything still. But, you know, we still add some vintage appliances, vintage accessories, little touches here and there to make it, you know, feel more vintage retro. And for some of y'all who used to play Pogs, those are the original Pogs. Those are antique milk caps. That's what us grown-ups collect now. We also have our breakfast dinette in here. We moved into the kitchen because we're feeding the boy at the table now, and that can get a little messy. And you know, that's another cool part about the channel is you can kind of like see all of the remnants and stuff of our life collected all over. I mean, same thing in the studio where we're filming now. A lot of the stuff on the shelves you've seen me acquire on the channel. Oh look, what's on? Bubba's watching the Retro Myrtle Beach Guy now. There's not much in the hallway here, but one of the things that's most interesting about this place, this is a 1957 ranch house. And besides our two-tone doorbell, which doesn't work, but it's still there, which I think is pretty cool. We got our linen closet here, which is just full of towels and blankets and stuff, but it does have our vintage Regina electric broom. So yeah, even though we have like a modern TV, I still use a vintage vacuum cleaner, which honestly I think works a lot better. We have a phone nook this is where you keep your phone in like the 50s. You'd have a phone nook in your house, and that's where the phone would be. And there's even a little shelf underneath for keeping your phone book. The most interesting thing is our checkerboard parquet floors. A lot of these places, they've replaced them since, put in modern flooring. That stick and peel, I need to change that light out too at some point. Stuff like that drives me nuts. But yeah, the stick and peel gray wood flooring that just everybody uses now, I hate that stuff. I really can't stand it. And then as they would say on MTV Cribs, this is where the magic happens. While this is not an original retro, mid-century bed, I got it on Amazon. It looks pretty cool, so. I actually have a lot of these reproduction items that are on Amazon listed on my website on Retro's Favorite Things list 2025. It's kind of like Oprah's favorite things, but... And our umbrella stand that has literally everything but umbrellas in it. I guess there's one umbrella. That's certainly not the most interesting thing in the house, but it might be one of the cooler things. The bathroom. Now this is another one of those don't tell the landlord things. Nah, they know. But we went to Sherwin-Williams and we brought in the code for Shell Pink from the 1950s bathroom catalog that they had, and believe it or not, they still have that color on file. So yeah, about a quart of that and painted up the whole thing. And it still has all the original tiling and fixtures and soap dishes and all that stuff. Really incredible. And including these Canon hand towels that were actually in the place when we moved in. Obviously we cleaned them quite well, but yeah, these original Canon Monticello hand towels. Man, how can you beat that? Now that we're done in here, let's go check out the Golden Pterodactyl, our home tiki bar. Now this is of course our modern vehicle, our 1994 Chevy G20, which still runs strong. And of course our 1963 Chevy Corvair Monza. I keep saying hopefully by spring. Comfortably fitting two people. Yeah, the Golden Pterodactyl may be the world's smallest home tiki bar, but I sure do love it. If you are a channel regular, you'll want to check in with us after this weekend because we are supposed to be putting together the Jade Dragon Inn, Radioactive Tiki's home tiki bar, hopefully Sunday, so I'll get you some footage of that too. And here's a smattering of our tiki mug collection. The name of the tiki bar, the Golden Pterodactyl, is of course an homage to an episode of the Flintstones where they were at a lounge called the Golden Pterodactyl. which is also, I think it was supposed to be the Golden Pineapple, which was a tiki bar back in the day. So there you go. It also contains some really special artifacts from the lodge, including this Barney Bank, which is from the 70s, a Water Buffalo themed Flintstones comic, and this screen used prop from Viva Rock Vegas. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks. It's great seeing you, really.
Hit that like button.
Stay positive, and that's how you do it.
About time to...
Retro Myrtle Beach Guy.com, Retro Myrtle Beach Guy.com.